The witches.
Go to your happy price, Priceline.
You may remove your shoes. You may remove your wigs. The doors, are they locked and bolted?
Locked and bolted, Your Gladness.
Good. Hey,
No.
witches of England. Your disgrace,
Welcome to Brawlhalla.
miserable witches. Your good-for-nothing worms. Everywhere I look, I see the repulsive sight of hundreds, thousands of revolting little children. I ask you, why? One child a week is no good to me.
We will do better. We will do much better.
Better is no good either. I demand maximum results. So, here are my orders. My orders are that every child in England shall be rubbed out, destroyed. Every single child eliminated. Do I make myself clear?
You can't possibly know about all of them.
Who spoke? Who dares to argue with me? It was you?
I didn't mean to argue, Your Grandness.
You dared to argue with me?
No, honestly, it just was a...
Stupid witch who answers back must burn until her bones are black.
No!
A foolish witch without a brain must sizzle in the fiery flame. A witch who dares to say I'm wrong will not be with us very long. The devil.
I am Butch Loxon. I'm a Los Angeles-based artist who creates skull mask and performs at Smoke. I'm inspired by the Day of the Dead culture here in Los Angeles. being able to have fans who support you really, really helps with my motivation and also my mental health. I seem to connect with a lot of fans in Mexico. I have a lot of fans in India and also in Europe. You can't be afraid. You have to just put your stuff out there.
Hello, little boy. Come on in there. Come on, wait just there. Now, what's your name, then?
Bruno.
Oh, madam, madam.
That lady promised me 6 whole bars of cream whipped hazelnut milk chocolate. I've come to collect.
Ladies, may I introduce Bruno? Come up, Bruno. I have some chocolate here. I said 6:15. And that is in 15 seconds from now. You are in for a treat. We all are.
What's going on?
Just a few moments.
Buy and sell stocks anytime, anywhere with zero commission. You can start investing.
Extra Space Storage merging with Life Storage.
Last night we told you about what happened when one man's storage locker was broken into, and we exposed how even with insurance you might be out of luck. Well, tonight former insiders reveal why they pressured people to buy that insurance and who got paid as a result. Julie Watts is back with a story you'll only see on KPIX 5.
So all of our customers are required to have some form of insurance.
If you've ever rented a locker at Public Storage, you've probably heard that line. For these two former employees, it's all too familiar.
They force all their employees to learn the script.
Don Totfest and Jim Casas spent a decade managing public storage properties and say they were consistently pressured to sell insurance.
And you needed to be up there at least 90% on the insurance. Otherwise, you're going to be retaliated against, and that can include losing your job.
And in undercover visits to several public storage locations.
For your convenience here, we use the Orange Door Insurance Program.
We found employees offered insurance without fail.
While you're not required to buy the insurance sold here, employees are quick to make it look very attractive. We found they rarely let you know you can use your own insurance unless you ask. And when you do, they give you this Q&A that makes their insurance look much better.
But tenants we spoke with say the policy was worthless for them.
I don't think they investigated at all.
Despite a ransacked unit, photographic evidence, and a police report citing burglary, John Koenig's insurance claim was denied because he didn't have the lock crooks cut off.
Our investigation found that there were no signs of forcible entry into your unit.
Deborah Ambers was also denied her missing lock replaced with a new one only Public Storage could open.
And I could not get in.
But the presence of a different lock wasn't enough to prove theft, and we found scores of similar complaints. Public Storage denied our request for an interview, but in a statement said, insurance coverage for stored items is 100% voluntary, and there is no requirement to show proof of insurance in order to run a storage unit. Though the company's own website states insurance for your stored items is required, according to the script we obtained, employees must say all of our customers are required to have some form of insurance, and in repeated undercover visits.
So all of our customers are required to have insurance?
Dating back to 2010.
Insurance is required.
That's what we heard from every employee.
We require that all customers do have insurance.
The company also says there are no quotas or any other financial incentives for property managers offering the insurance product. And Don and Jim agree with that. They say as property managers, they didn't profit from pushing insurance. Their regional managers did.
Their bonuses were out of this world.
We obtained internal emails that seem to confirm their managers did have incentive to push them to sell. In 2012, the company's CFO explained the real money is made in tenant insurance. And in 2011, executives clearly stated bonus plans for regional managers include insurance penetration. That's right around the time Don and Jim say the pressure to sell got to them.
I hated it.
We hated it.
They say when they stopped pushing the product, their insurance sales dropped and the company fired Don, claiming he'd stolen money from the till, a claim he denies. Jim quit soon after.
So I'm embarrassed that, that I personally had to force people to do something that they didn't want.
Despite evidence that seems to substantiate their claims, Public Storage says those former employees are simply not credible and have no knowledge of the facts underlying the claims they have made. Julie Watts, KPIX 5.
Julie booked their honeymoon 6 months before Shay even proposed.
Thousands of people use public storage to store their belongings. But what happens when there's a burglary? Only on 5 tonight, Julie Watts found lots of people complaining that the insurance they bought isn't worth the paper it's printed on.
This is undercover video of a Public Storage employee making his pitch.
And then we also have an insurance brochure.
Insurance is required and offered at the counter along with a lock.
Something like this would be maximum security.
Deborah Ambers bought both when she rented a unit at this Public Storage. 2 years later, a shock.
I could not get in, and I had a brand spanking new door and a panel lock.
The lock she purchased gone. Inside, her unit ransacked, many items missing.
I had a washer and dryer. The dryer is missing. My whole complete bedroom set is missing.
And when she submitted her claim through her Orange Door insurance policy offered by the Public Storage employee,
there were no signs of forcible entry into your unit.
She was denied. The Better Business Bureau has received hundreds of public storage complaints this year alone, many about insurance.
So what's going on? Well, one clue may be in this class action lawsuit settled in Florida last year. It alleges the insurance offered by Public Storage is not actually from a separate company, but from subsidiaries of Public Storage itself. This lawsuit says it's Public Storage that runs the insurance program, sets rates, and approves or denies insurance claims. And it says Public Storage keeps most of the profit.
I was shocked.
Attorney Scott Cosgrove says his clients didn't know they were buying a policy that he says was a hidden profit center for Public Storage.
So it was this grand circle where the premium would start with Public Storage and end up going back to Public Storage.
According to the lawsuit, the company's insurance program uses a fronting insurance company that transfers customers' premiums to a subsidiary of Public Storage in Hawaii, which then transfers most of the money back to Public Storage in the form of a